So what were the disciples doing while this amazing event was playing out? They were sleeping. They slept and were awakened by the radiant light. Like when you're laying in bed and the first beams of light in the morning hit you in the face, or maybe you're in your dark room and your mom turns on all the lights and tells you to get up. Okay, the idea is light woke them up from their sleep. And Luke 9:32 says, Peter and those that were with him were heavy with sleep, and they were fully awake. They saw his glory and the two men who were with them. I mean, that was a bad time to fall asleep, wasn't it? Did you hear about this air traffic controller that fell asleep at Reagan Airport in Washington, D.C., causing 2 passenger jets to have to land on their own without assistance? That's scary. I've heard of pilots falling asleep. Now an air traffic controller. I also read recently about a burglar that fell asleep on the job. True story. Broke into a house. He was ransacking, looking for things, found a few things, and then he heard a noise. It was a cop car driving through the neighborhood, so he hit the deck, laid down on the floor, and he fell asleep. And so the homeowner woke up that morning, came down the stairs, saw this burglar with things that belonged to the homeowner in his hands, dozing away, and the homeowner called the cops. Cops came in, woke the guy up and said, buddy, this is your wake-up call. Sometimes we fall asleep at inappropriate moments. Yeah, sure, in church, that can happen. But we can be in a spiritual slumber as well. We're sleeping in. Excuse me. We're sleeping in when we ought to be speaking out. Asleep on the watch when God calls us to stand up for him. It's just amazing that Peter would be asleep, but if that's not bad enough, he decides to say a few words. There's some people that when they talk, you cringe. You know what I'm saying? Some people, don't let them talk. For starters, you give them a microphone, they won't shut up. Don't look at me that way. I always end on time. Last service I was speaking and I looked at the clock. I have so much time to preach. I realized, oh yeah, we started 50 minutes earlier. So I stopped on time, the new time. And I'll do that again today, maybe. If you laugh at all my jokes. Extra hard. Or I'm going long. No, but some people, oh, don't talk, don't get them going, don't start talking, no. Peter decides to say a few words, and I love this because we're told the reason he said a few words. And Mark's gospel tells us he was afraid and didn't know what to say. Can I just offer you a word of advice? When you don't know what to say nothing. You'll probably say the wrong thing. You ever said the wrong thing? The moment it left your lips, oh, why did I say that? No, Or an email, ever send an email out and then go, shouldn't have sent that. So you Google, how do I get my email back? And you read, you can't, idiot. No, it's out, it's gone, I want to retract it. I shouldn't have said that. Peter blurts out, it is good we are here. There are some things you should never say. I was talking to a couple of cops the other day. I asked them, what have you heard that are the most ridiculous things people have ever said to you when you pull them over? Both of them said they've heard this. They pull a person over and the person says, so-and-so is a really good friend of mine. Give him a call and he'll vouch for me. And the so-and-so was the officer who pulled them over. A really good friend of mine who I am right now. And I'm such a good friend, you didn't even recognize me. One officer told me he pulled a lady over for speeding. She said, officer, I thought you didn't give speeding tickets to pretty girls. He said, I don't. Sign the ticket. Pretty good. If you do get pulled over for speeding, these are things to never say to a police officer. Sorry, officer, I didn't realize my radar detector wasn't plugged in. Or, aren't you the guy from the Village People? Don't say that to a cop. And definitely don't say this one. Oh, I saw your lights on, but I just thought you were going to get a donut. No, don't say that to a cop. That was not an extra hard laugh, by the way. I'm going long. I told you. I warned you.